Billy Ward with us now, and Billy, Syracuse, Cornell. What thoughts does that bring to mind for you?
I mean, just the two schools, I guess. You don't really have to say much, but I mean, we've had some awesome games against Cornell, so looking forward to tomorrow night.
And as a guy that's grown up around here, you've seen it more than what you've played in. Any of these games really stick out in your head?
I mean, obviously the 2008 championship, or 2009, excuse me, and then I think of the year after too, and we did pretty much the same thing right at their place. I remember that was another cold, wet, rainy one. I think Danielle scored the game winner that year. So those two really stick out because that's kind of when I was coming into lacrosse a little bit.
And then certainly last year, a great game in the Dome that you guys win by one. How hard fought are these games with you and Cornell? Looks like the emotion's always very high when you play them.
Yeah, I mean, they hate us probably just as much as we hate them. It's just a rivalry, you know. There's a lot of respect there, but at the same time, you know, each team wants to really beat the other team pretty badly. You know, it's one game that you really, when you look at the schedule, say, I'm looking forward to that one. And there's always a lot of emotion, and it's always a great game.
Yeah, imagine as much has gone into the first ACC season and everything that's gone into this. The games like Hopkins and Cornell, though, are still right at the top of the list for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially this year with the ACC games, every game is important. Every game seems like a rivalry game. But with how close we are and the history behind the two teams, this one's just as important, especially with where we're at in the season right now, too.
Normally, the way the schedule had gone, you guys had to play them on a very quick turnaround on a Tuesday. Now having a week to get ready, how can that help out tomorrow night?
Anytime you get more time against them to do more scouting and watch some more film and more preparation time is going to be great. And yeah, like you said, it seems like a Hobart on a Tuesday, game Saturday, Cornell the next Tuesday. So this year was definitely a little different. Gave us a little more time to prepare, I think.
And as you said earlier, whenever you go to Sholkoff, I don't know how this always happens. The forecast on that Tuesday night usually calls for a downpour, and it's cold and nasty out, and it looks like that'll be the case tomorrow. How tough will it be to play in those conditions?
Yeah, it seems like no matter what time of the year it is, it's going to be rainy, 40 degrees. You know, we've been playing it. We played in it all. Last week we were outside Saturday. I think it was sleeting outside on us, so it's nothing new. We're all kind of used to it. Just be another game.
And that said, the opposition and the fans, I think, add a little bit more to it down there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, we've been around that, especially with our ACC games this year. So it's going to be nothing new for us. It's going to be the same old stuff, and we just got to execute, take care of business.
And lastly, here, things probably hit rock bottom for you guys this year after that Duke game. How has it turned around, and do you feel you're headed in the right direction at this point?
You know, I wouldn't necessarily say we hit rock bottom at all. You know, there was just some things we need to clean up, and that's all it was. And I think we saw that the week after we played Notre Dame. It's just little things. You know, this team has a lot of heart, and I think we showed that in the last two games. And even against Binghamton, it was a great Binghamton team that came in. It was a tough game. You know, we only won by a couple goals. But I think we're starting to show some fight, and that's all it is. It's starting to get guys to be competitive, start to get guys playing with emotion, playing with some heart, and I think it's going to see that tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, we certainly expect that with Syracuse and Cornell. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.